It's senior day on the campus of Fairfield University as the Stags wrap out the regular season home schedule against the Canisius Golden Griffins. Hi everybody from inside Leo D. Mahoney Arena alongside the former UVA libero Madison Morey. Kyle DeSantis on hand for this one. Thank you so much for spending part of your Saturday afternoon with us. Madison, this trio senior class for Fairfield, they've accomplished quite a bit.
They have. They've made such an impact on this program. They've been a part of 87 Fairfield victories, along with 2 MAC championships and 3 MAC regular season championships. They've just been so fun to watch throughout their 4 years, and there's not a better way to end their career by here.
Looking at the conference standings currently, Fairfield at the top, 14-1 in Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference play. Canisius 8-7 in the middle of the pack, fighting for the playoff spot. Yeah,
Fairfield is leading the conference right now in 5 total categories, but Canisius has an opportunity today to come out with their grit, with their game, and give Fairfield a run for their money.
Looking at Canisius, our player to watch for the Golden Griffins, Julia Lennick, a part of a very balanced Golden Griffins attack.
And she stepped into a huge role this season. Last night had 13 kills on the night, and she's one of 4 Golden Griffins with more than 200 kills this season. She stepped into a huge role coming from Towson.
One of the 4 transfers coming into Canisius this season. And for Fairfield, one of the seniors being honored this afternoon, Maya Walker,
who hit a whopping 846 last night. 11 kills on the night with no errors. She's leading the MAC in hitting percentage, 434, and she has just been such a stud for the Fairfield offense.
Abby Jandro back to serve, and we are underway from Leo D. Mahoney Arena. First reception goes for Julia Lennick. Her first swing try, put back up by Jandro. Send to the back from Kalia Reisma. Mamie Krubali puts it back over. A nice save from Jandro there. Another try for Lennick. Krubali sent it back. They keep going for it, and Fairfield gets the first point of the afternoon.
And what a great rally to start out this match. You can see both sides playing gritty defense, ready to cover the block. Just sets the tone for the match.
There's Maya Walker and Mamie Krubali on the front, putting their hands up and sending that one back. Walker in on that last one. Swing slightly wide. Attack error for Canisius. Fairfield's got another point. Jandro, still the server, one of the 3 tri-captain seniors honored before today's game. And a whistle right at the net awards Canisius their first point.
You mentioned Jandro. She's just been an all-star so far for Fairfield all 4 years here, just really setting the tone of their offense and accomplishing so much.
Canisius the first serve, Brenda Reynaga, the libero. Maya Walker simply taps it down. There was no one home.
And Maya Walker had herself a night last night. What better way to start off today with being aggressive right up the net. You can see her just getting her hand right down, finding that open spot.
In conference play, Walker hitting almost 500. And there's an ace. Allie Elliott, another senior for the Stags.
And all 3 seniors are making their name known so far just in the first couple points of this match. But you're right about Walker. She is just, that's why she's leading the conference, because she's such a consistent hitter back there.
And another point for Fairfield. Couldn't quite get the serve from Elliott again. Minnesota native Elliott sends it over towards Van Kooten. Cross-court try from Isroff. Krubali strong with the left hand. And too tall. Pass towards Julia Lennick, just out of her reach.
Krubali finding a nice deep corner with that shot, causing a little bit of chaos. You can see for Lennick to get up front.
Elliott towards Van Kooten. And the kill goes for Emma Isroff. Canisius back on the board.
Isroff found a really good small hole in that block and just attacked it. You can see finding that corner really well.
Went towards the back row, but A service error, first of the afternoon, puts possession back towards Fairfield. Substitution in for the Stags, Natalie Carlin, a sophomore. Now back to serve. And it's an ace.
And that's why they put her back there, because she goes back and she delivers a tough serve, causing chaos on Canisius' side.
Number 25 on the season for the Virginia native. Her second try towards Lennox. Towards the swing, and Fairfield gets awarded another point.
Seem to be a little off timing right now on Canisius' side. You can see they're struggling to get that first pass, and they really have to settle down, find that good first pass so they're able to run that offense.
Speaking of the timing, it's a timeout on the floor. Tom Hanna wants to talk things over with this team. Fairfield up 7. We'll be right back on ESPN Plus. Fairfield off to a strong start here in set number 1. Coach Tom Hanna for Canisius talking things over with his crew. Two-time Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference Coach of the Year with Marist before coming back to Canisius.
He's growing a strong program. He's doing what's best right now, is really getting his team fired up. He needs to ignite a little fire for them to wake up right now in set 1. But you can see the progress he's had over the last years.
Then you have Nancy Samara, last year's Conference Coach of the Year. Led a very stout Fairfield program. Mentioned they are up 7 currently in this first set. Carlin another serve. Nice move there from Bella Mosquera. She gets her first kill.
And that's what's been so successful for Mosquera, is running behind the setter, finding that, creating that guide, that wide open gap on Fairfield's defensive block.
Back to serve now, Azoria Davis, Texas native. Jandro up towards Krubali, and it is Davis right back after. It's been a very strong front row so far for Fairfield this afternoon. Cook tried to send it to the back corner. Moon goes for Krubali, down towards the middle. Isroff lays out. Caitlin Cook, another try, stuffed at the net, keeps it afloat. Back and forth we continue. At the net, whistle blows. That exchange goes to the Stags.
Both teams right now are doing a great job, like you mentioned, being super aggressive at the net, getting great block touches, allowing themselves to regroup within the rally, but also letting us have long rallies.
After that long rally, a pair of substitutions. Sophia Zikut in for Fairfield. A very strong night last night against Niagara. 5 aces in the straight set sweep. Couldn't quite get it up. There was Moon trying to go down to the floor.
Mosquera did a good job holding her block up, really waiting. Seeing that set was a little off timing and getting herself a good touch to put that ball down.
The aforementioned Mosquera with the serve. Harlan Weish, another swing. Mosquera the reception. Caitlin Cook, just over the hands. And just on the back corner, Canisius gets another point, this time Maddie Cowan.
That was a sneaky shot from Cowan. You could see she's off timing, but nice roll shot down the line.
Just off the hands of Emma Bortolotti on that swing. And Bortolotti gets stuffed trying to swing it down the other way.
And that timing of that block could not be more perfect. Bork did a great job lining up with Bortolotti's approach, really pressing her hands over and shutting that ball down.
Bork, a premier blocker in the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference. 3rd in conference play, as well on the assist front. Another strong swing from Caitlin Cook. Harlan Weish golfs it down.
Weish doing what she does best, being aggressive defensively. She's leading the MAC right now in blocks per set at 1.21. Really great numbers, but she's also making herself known offensively.
Yes, jumped into the top 10 in hit percentage in the conference. 291. Here's Caitlin Cook. She'll get an ace.
Fairfield is really consistent right now behind the service line. They're not putting too much aggression on the ball, but they're making that ball move in the seams of Canisius's serving line.
The sophomore from San Jose gets her 26th ace on the year. Fairfield awarded yet another point. They maintained a strong lead, up 7, as another timeout is called on the floor by Canisius.
They're staying really consistent right now. You can see in all aspects of their game, they're extremely aggressive behind the service line, causing a little bit of pressure for Canisius's passers, which is allowing them to set up solid blocks.
And at least for Fairfield, they've had the beneficiary of a few aces. As we now look at the series history, Fairfield overwhelmingly in their favor. They faced these Stags, or I should say they faced the Golden Griffins twice last year, the second in the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference semifinals, won in straight sets back on the 23rd of November last year.
Right, Canisius has a great opportunity to really bring their game today. Yes, they're playing the leading team in the conference that's leading in 5 categories: points per set, hitting percentage, assists per set, kills and blocks. But they can really bring their A game, and they just have to clean up their passing so they're able to set and run their offense.
And it's a mostly new-looked Golden Griffins team, too. 4 transfers coming into the program, a quartet of first years matching them there. So a lot of these players are seeing this Fairfield team for the first time in their collegiate career. Still back to serve for the Stags, Caitlin Cook. Another swing at the net from Maddie Cowan. And another whistle goes towards Fairfield's way.
You can see there's a lot of errors right now coming from the Canisius side, and they really just have to stick this pass as the ball comes to us.
Wasn't quite able to catch it right there, but Caitlin Cook continues her strong serving ways. Another ace. Also checking in, Allie Farmer for Maddie Cowan. Goes towards the bench for the time being. Azoria Davis to the back row. Allie Elliott, that one powerful.
A fun player to watch. She always lights up this room with all of her powerful swings, and you can see she's all smiles knowing, yeah, I put that ball down.
Another awkward setup. And a little too tall was the freshman Farmer trying to find the back line. And it's just on the back line, another ace. Caitlin Cook finding everywhere she can on the floor.
And that's her job. She has to be back there putting the pressure behind the service line, and that's exactly what she's doing.
Right at the net, Allie Elliott denies.
Elliott has been such a consistent player in all of her games, and she lined up that block really nicely with Weish coming in to close that seam, but she's really steady in that front row.
Up to another ace for Caitlin Cook. Was trying to say Fairfield was up to a set-high 13-point lead, make it 14. Right at the net, Weish and Bortolotti.
All the momentum right now is on Fairfield's side of the net. You can see they're all smiles, but they're regrouping quick and still being consistent and steady.
Keeping the foot on the gas. Cook over. And it goes to Fairfield again, hit the pin.
such a steady start from Fairfield in this first set on their senior day.
Speaking of strong starts, Canisius does get back on the board. Kalia Reisma.
Really great swing down the line. Hitting Moon, but looks like she's okay. Checking in, making sure everything's good.
Rifled one right towards Moon, but for Fairfield, they do make a substitution. Caroline Collins checks in. Her first appearance since September 17th, when the Stags were at Bryant. Cook, another reception. Elliott tapped at the net. It hits the top of the tape and falls Fairfield's way.
Really great timing between Elliott on that swing. Noticing she has that powerful block in front of her, but taking a little bit off to create some blockage on that block.
Was Weish with the serve. Canisius couldn't quite get it up over. And now it's set point for the Stags. They have a 17-point lead. Reception from Farmer went over the net. Collins tried to tap it over. Tap over the top and over Maya Walker, who is right in the middle. Canisius stays alive. Kalia Reisma gets credited with that one.
And that was a really great placement from Reisma. She knew that Walker was right in front of her with her big hands, and she just nicely tipped it right over that block.
Sophomore Van Kooten over to serve. Collins a reception. Caitlin Cook. And the point goes to Canisius, a little wide. Tried to find the back corner again.
And I love that shot, that smart play from Cook. She just sprung out of the back row attack, really trying to find that corner, but just barely missed that.
Slightly wide. Elliott moving back on the reception. Collins a tap over. Right there is Renaga. Zikut sets it up. Swing from Collins. Van Kooten lays out. What a dig there from Cook. Allie Elliott, she's too tall.
I'm loving the defense we're getting from Canisius right now. They're really going, covering all corners, knowing that these big swings are coming at them, but doing a great job keeping the ball alive and running a transition play out of it.
It's the right time to have that defense. Allie Elliott stuffed by the neck. Moon over. Two-handed flush attempt from Walker. Julia Lennick off the hands of the block. And the Golden Griffins continue to stay alive.
Canisius doing a great job finding a bit of momentum to get themselves back in this game. Yes, it is set point, but they can carry this into the second set.
That was Lennick tooling Maya Walker with the block there. Great save from Bork. Elliott lays out. Hit over the top, Collins. Lennick now another try. Right at the net, she gets stuffed. First set goes Fairfield's way, 25-11.
And a really strong set from Fairfield. Just consistent all the way around, bringing lots of energy, lots of power, and looking to carry this into the second set.
We'll take a quick break and be right back for more MAC volleyball on ESPN+.